Hello Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aries, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid, so this could either currently be happening or may be happening at a later date. How does Aries currently view this relationship? All right, Aries, let's see what's going on. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Cups. We also have the Lovers, and then we also have the Three of Cups. I feel, Aries, like there's someone in particular that you kind of find yourself catching feelings for. I feel like there's someone in particular that you kind of find yourself falling for, okay? Now, with all of that being said, even though you are falling for this person, even though you are catching feelings here for this person, even though you know, you find yourself connecting with somebody that you mesh very, very well with, there is an overall energy of fear attached to you in reference to this relationship that you currently find yourself in. This fear that you're experiencing on your end is preventing you from wanting to like fully go there with this person, and it is stemming from a place of I just don't want to get hurt again, I just don't want to get disappointed again, I just don't want to get let down again, so like let me not bother with the situation, let me not go there with this person, let me not get too attached to this person. Like it has that type of feel to it, okay, Aries. But before I continue, let me put my phone on the charger before it dies on me. Okay, we're back. So even though I can tell that you're not allowing yourself, Aries, to like really, really go there when it comes down to this person in particular, because you don't want to get hurt and disappointed again by another person, I don't see you getting rid of this person or anything like that. I still kind of see you choosing to kind of keep this person around either which way. So I guess we'll see how this all plays out. Aries, I guess we'll see. How does this person currently view this relationship with Aries? Okay. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers out here as well as the Queen of Wands. Be careful with this one. Be careful with this one. Be very, very careful with this one here, Aries. Be very careful with this one, and here's why. Here's why I say all of this, okay? I feel like, well, let me break this down first, and then I'll talk a little bit more about your person. But we have the Queen of Wands. Regardless of their gender, male or female, doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, so don't get caught up in the gender. This could be a dude for all I know. But we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Lovers, and then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. When it comes down to you and the relationship, right, that they share with you, Aries, you know, they're definitely thinking long term. Like that's one thing that I will say. I feel like the more this person spends time with you, the more they get to know you, the more they can totally see themselves being with you long term is basically what I'm getting. Now, currently at the moment, I don't see them pushing for anything serious to transpire here between you and them. You know, it's as if this person's choosing to just kind of take it day by day. They also kind of have this mentality of, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Like if at least it's something serious and it does, if it doesn't, then it doesn't, it is what it is, right? But like I said, it's like the more they spend time with you, the more they're just like, damn, like I could see myself being with this one for the rest of my life. Like it has that type of feel to it, okay? Now, with all of that being said, the reason why I'm like, yo, be careful with this one over here is because of this energy right here. This energy right here. Okay. Let's focus on this right here, okay? The Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands coming out here. I feel like prior to this person meeting you, you know, they've just been single, you know what I mean? And just out here living their best life. Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like they've become accustomed, I would say, to being single and alone, to the point where they really, really do love it, to the point where, you know, it makes them feel far more safe and secure being single and alone than they do being in a relationship. Okay, with absolutely anyone is kind of what I'm getting, primarily off of this person's energy, which, to be completely honest, anybody who harnesses Nine of Pentacles, like, they always have a very difficult time transitioning from being single to being in a full-blown committed relationship. Currently at the moment, I don't believe you guys are in a committed relationship with one another just yet, even though, they're definitely thinking long-term here when it comes down to you. They're not giving me the impression of somebody who's trying to push for anything serious as of right now anyways. And the fact that this person is showing up as a Queen of Wands, like the likelihood of them pushing for anything serious to transpire here between you and this person is kind of looking like, at an all-time low, because they're showing up as a queen. And queens, for the most part, they just kind of sit back, and just wait, right? For the masculine's energy to take action, to take the lead, right? So they're more than likely looking at you as somebody who's currently harnessing a lot of masculine energy. So if it does get to a point where the two of you are, serious, it's because that's what you're pushing for to transpire here with them, not the other way around. Because feminine energies don't push for absolutely anything to happen. They just sit back waiting to basically receive. So if it does reach that point of it getting serious here between you and them, it's because you push for that, not them, because they're sitting in feminine energy. Anyways, so back to this person. Here's the thing, and this is why I'm like, go be careful with them, because for one, okay, anybody who harnesses Nine of Pentacles energy has a very difficult time transitioning from being single to being in a full-blown committed relationship, to the point where oftentimes, right, when they do find themselves in a committed relationship with someone, they tend to try to find like the perfect reason to self-sabotage that relationship, to exit that relationship, to go back to just simply being single and free all over again, okay? So with that being said, the reason why I'm like, yo, be careful with them, because if it does get to a serious point, there's a huge possibility that you might experience that with this person, as far as like them looking for things to, exit this relationship that they basically share with you. And it's stemming from a place of, them avoiding certain things. It's stemming from a place of them not being safe and secure within relationships with people. It's kind of stemming from that place, okay? Again, we'll see how this all plays out, but for sure, that's something that you're more than likely gonna have to experience with this person, as far as like them second guessing themselves, them overthinking things within this relationship. Like that's for sure something that you're gonna have to experience with them, okay? How does Aries currently feel? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, and then we also have the Moon. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Wands, and then we also have the Page of Cups out here. That's the thing, right? Is that I feel like, oh, wow, look at this. We have the, oh, okay. All right, okay. Now that all kind of makes sense now. Now I'm kind of a little less worried, okay? So you're showing up as a King of Wands, and I kind of had that feeling, right? That this person's looking at you like you're harnessing masculine energy right now. So you're a King of Wands, they're a Queen of Wands. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I'm less worried and concerned now. Even though, Aries, if you do decide to like, see this entire situation through, you're more than likely going to have to experience them overthinking things within this connection, second guessing themselves, questioning you and your intentions towards them. And, you're going to find yourself dealing with somebody who has trust issues, things of that nature. So those are things that you're going to have to kind of deal with on your behalf, okay? The fact that you guys are showing up as a King and the Queen of Wands, there's a huge possibility that currently at the moment you could very well be connecting with your twin flame, because every time the King and the Queen of Wands comes out, it reminds me of a twin flame connection. But the fact that, yeah, you guys are showing up as a King and the Queen of Wands, this connection is going to make you guys very uncomfortable. This connection is going to make the two of you feel very vulnerable. This connection is going to be very intense for the both of you. This connection is going to force the two of you, though, for sure, to grow. And evolve, okay? You guys are going to learn a lot from one another, and you guys are going to grow quite a bit here, okay? But yeah, there is an overall energy of you essentially feeling like on an intuitive level, like, yo, like I feel like this is like the one for me, you know what I mean? But but I feel like there's so much fear behind you that's kind of preventing you from like really going there fully with this person. And it's stemming from a place of, but what if this happens and what if that happens? And, what if I get hurt and what if they let me down and what if they disappoint me? And, I feel like the list goes on and on, to be completely honest. I feel like you want to go there with this person, but what's currently stopping you is but what if this happens and what if that happens? So it kind of looks like, which kind of makes sense now because you're showing up as a King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. So this connection, like I said, you guys, like if you guys were to both see this through, like neither one of you are going to feel safe with one another or secure with one another. The both of you are going to find yourself second guessing one another. Like the both of you are going to find yourself questioning one another as far as like, each other's intentions with one another is concerned. Like this is what the King and the Queen of Wands typically experiences with one another. So just like they're going to find themselves overthinking things, you're going to find yourself overthinking things. Just like, you're going to find yourself questioning their intentions, towards you, they're going to find themselves doing the exact same thing. Okay. Now, with all of that being said, like I said, it does kind of require a lot from the both of you. It requires you to be understanding and patient with them, just like it requires them to be extremely understanding and patient with you. It also requires the two of you to give a lot of reassurance to one another along the way. So this is going to be one hell of a journey, okay? For the both of you, if you guys do decide to see this through. How does this person currently feel? Yeah. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles. We got the Wheel of Fortune. And then we also have the World. Yeah, this person feels pretty good about you and this connection that they share with you. They view you as somebody that they have a lot of things in common with. They also view this connection, as something that's, currently unfolding really nicely here. Between the two of you. So no complaints coming from this person, but with the World coming out here, even though there's no complaints coming from this person right now anyways, it kind of looks like this relationship between you and them, it's about to like take a drastic turn here between you and them. So I do want to look at the World. Tell me more about the World. Oh, that's when it starts. That's when it starts, you guys. That's when it starts. You know what's interesting is that I feel like the reason why things are about to take a drastic turn here between you and them is because you're going to turn around and take a chance on them. You're going to turn around and take a chance on them. You're going to eventually kind of fall into this energy of like, fuck it. Let's be together. Fuck it. Let's do it. Right? Like, because right now you're kind of hesitating. Like, I don't know if I could do this, Milagros. But there's going to come a point in time where you're not going to hesitate. There's going to come a point in time where you're going to just choose to listen to your intuition and not listen to your mind. Because right now you're listening to your mind and your mind is telling you like, yo, if I was you, I would run in the opposite direction. This one over here, they're going to hurt you. They're going to disappoint you. They're going to do this, then the third. Like, but you're going to eventually get out of your head and stop overthinking things and just take a chance. Like, fuck it. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? And once you do that and you start harnessing this fuck it energy, let's just do it and let's see what happens. That's when shit's going to start to get real for this one over here. That's when shit's going to start to get real. That's when shit's going to start to really sink in for this one. And they're going to realize exactly what it is that they're signing themselves up for. Remember when I told you that relationships for this one over here doesn't necessarily make them feel safe and or secure? There you have it, okay? When they're in a relationship with someone, they don't feel safe and secure. Oftentimes, they tend to overthink things. Relationships for them make them feel really overwhelmed. It heightens their trust issues on top of that. It heightens their insecurities. It heightens a lot of like past traumas that they haven't necessarily fully healed from and or faced or dealt with. I'm also kind of getting that as well. So the moment that you start to harness this, you know what, fuck it, whatever happens, happens. Let's do this, honey. That's when that's when shit's gonna start to get real. Okay. Within this connection for them, you know, because it's like they're kind of walking into this connection with a boatload of confidence, like, okay, like I like this person, you know what I mean? I like where this is going, I like where this is heading, you know. But once shit starts to really, really get real here between you and them, and y'all start to like, you know, get serious with one another, yep, that's when reality is going to start to really sink in here for this one. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here, is that you're deciding, you know what, fuck it, let's do this. Now, I have yet to get that energy for you, but I'm pretty sure it's about to come out when I pull what you're about to do next. What actions will Aries take towards this person or moving forward? All right. We have the Temperance card, we got the Three of Pentacles, and then we also have the Five of Cups. I like this. This to me kind of feels like the fuck it energy that I was kind of picking up on from you. Granted, you don't know. You don't know if this relationship is going to honestly work out here between you and this person, or if it's just going to leave you hurt and or disappointed. You don't really know how this is all, you know, all going to play out here between you and this person, but you kind of know that there's only one real way to honestly find out. And that does kind of require you to take a chance. That does kind of require you to take a risk. One thing that I will say is that you're kind of looking at this Queen of Wands right off the bat as somebody who has the power to break your heart. Okay, that's how emotionally invested you already are, and it's just getting started, honey, between you and this person. So you're looking at them like they possess the power to really, really break your heart and really, really disappoint you. But see, this is you falling into an energy of just kind of making peace with the fact that you can't control this. You can't control this. You can't control if they do right by you or not. You can't control if things work out between you and this person or not. You can't control that, right? And this is you making peace with the fact that, no, you can't control, you know, if this person does right by you or not. You can't control if this works out between you and this person or not. And this is you making peace with that. This is you making peace with that, but this is also you deciding that this is who you want, and this is you allowing yourself to go there and build with this person the life that you truly want and desire here, with this person. Don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? I feel like you're still scared, right, of getting your heart broken by this person and getting disappointed by this person, but you just can't help but to want them. And that's what it all boils down to. You just can't help but to want them. You just can't help but to see a future here with them. It's like the more you get to know this person, the more you start to kind of realize that, yeah, yo, like this person's like really exceeding my expectations, you know, because I feel like they already possess a lot that you're looking for within a person. But the fact that the more you get to know this person, the more you spend time with them, the more you start to realize that, yo, like this person's actually exceeding my expectations. Like, they're going like above and beyond here, you know, when it comes down to what I truly want and desire, right? In your eyes anyways. And I feel like that's what's causing you to fall for them even more, to be completely honest. Now, with that being said, just like you're taking a chance here, just like you're taking a risk, it requires this one to do the exact same thing. And this is what they're going to have a problem with. And I'm just letting you know right now, okay? I get it. You're looking at this person like, oh my God, I've been waiting for someone like this my whole fucking life. I get it. But just know that as you're making peace with the fact that you can't control if this one over here breaks your heart or not, you're going to have to help them. You're going to have to help them, Aries. You're going to have to be the one to help them take that leap of faith, you know, because I feel like what's going to end up happening is at the moment that you start to harness this bucket energy, like, I want to be with them. This is the person I've been waiting for my whole life. This is the person I want to marry. This is the person I want to have kids with. This is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. When you start to harness this fucking energy, whatever happens, it's going to get very real for this one over here. So a few things that you need to kind of look out for. They're going, without a shadow of a doubt, okay, they're going to intentionally look for things to exit this relationship. Why? Because relationships make them feel confined. Relationships make them feel constricted. Relationships make them feel overwhelmed. Relationships for them heightens their trust issues and past traumas that they haven't necessarily fully healed from. So with that being said, they're going to look for 99 reasons, right, to exit this relationship. Okay, but see, this one over here is the type of person that they need a reason. They need a reason to run in the opposite direction. This is not that type of person at the moment it gets overwhelming. They're just like, yeah, I can't do this, gotta go by. Like, no, like, this is that type of person that needs to look for a reason to exit this relationship. So that's something that you're gonna have to prepare yourself for, okay? Now, let's continue on. What actions will this person take towards Aries or moving forward? We have the Page of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, and then we also have the Death card. Oh, they better not trick themselves like this. They better not trick themselves like this, because I feel like shit's getting serious here between you and this person. Like, I feel like you're pushing for something serious to transpire here between you and them. And don't take offense to what I'm about to say, but they're kind of looking at you like, oh, that's cute. Yeah. Sure, they want something serious with me. Sure they do. Sure they do. It's like the moment you start to push for something serious here with them, it's like reality starts to sink in and they're just like, oh, shit. It's getting serious, you guys, right? But then they start falling into this energy of, they're not serious. They're not serious. They don't really want to be with me. They don't really want to get married to me. They don't really want to have kids with me. They don't really want to do this, down the third with me. They don't really want that. They're just playing. Like, it has that type of feel to it. I don't feel like you're joking, okay? In other words, and this is why I'm like, yeah, I think that, I really think that this person shouldn't fall into this energy of, they're not serious. They're just joking, you know? I don't feel like you're fucking around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like you're fucking around. I feel like you're saying to them exactly what it is that you mean and exactly what's on your heart. I just kind of feel like they're looking at you like you're not serious. You know what I mean? But you are. That's the thing. You are. Timer about the Knight of Cups. This is interesting. This is your person's very fascinating to me. Yeah, your person's very fascinating to me because it's like I said, it's like the moment you try to push for something serious to transpire here between you and them, we saw the cards that came out here for them. Like, that's when, like, reality started to sink in. They're just like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's getting serious, you guys. You know what I mean? But then they start falling into this energy of, they're not serious. They're just joking. They're just telling me, you know, what they think I want to hear. Like, that's what's going on, right? And it's like they're immediately finding comfort in what they're telling themselves. Like, Aries is not serious about me. They're not serious about me. They're just telling me what, you know, they think I want to hear. That's what's going on. Been down this road before, dealt with people like this before. And look, they're immediately finding comfort in that, which is basically reiterating, you know, what I've been saying about this person. Them being in relationships with people do not make them feel safe and secure whatsoever, right? So if they could sit there and convince themselves that you're not serious about them and you don't really want anything serious with them, they're going to find a whole lot of comfort in that, right? But see, that's my thing, is that I don't think that they should trick themselves, let alone their mind, in this manner, because they could sit there and be like, oh, Aries is not serious about me. They're just telling me, you know, they're just telling me what, you know, they think I want to hear. That's what's going on. That's okay. Whatever. Been down this road before, right? But their physical reality with you, it is going to show them that you're not fucking around. You see what I mean? And it's going to make them feel like this again. It's going to make them feel like they're putting themselves in danger. It's going to make them feel like, they're putting themselves in that predicament to get hurt, betrayed, and deceived all over again. And it's not going to be a pleasant feeling, okay? And that's why I'm saying, like, I don't think that they should trick their mind in this manner. You know, it's fascinating. Your person's so damn fascinating to me because it's like they're so fascinating because it's like shit's getting serious, regardless if they want to accept that or admit that to themselves. Like shit's getting serious. Okay, they could sit here and think, "Oh, Aries just telling me what they think I want to hear. That's what's going on." They could sit here and think that all they want, but the reality of the situation is that you're not playing. You know what I mean? Like you're not playing. You know, you're just not playing. Okay, like you're dead serious. Okay, so with that being said, I find it so fascinating that they can sit there and trick their mind that, oh, like, they're not serious about me. I'm okay. They're not serious about me, to the point where they immediately find comfort, right? In sitting there telling themselves, Aries is not serious about me. It's all right. Yeah, been down this road before. But it's like they can't do that when it comes down to you and this relationship that they share with you, by tricking their mind and telling themselves everything's going to be okay. This is going to actually work out in my favor. Matter of fact, we're going to be the couple, you know what I mean? That lasts like the test of times, you know what I mean? We're going to be the couple that ends up getting married. We're going to be the couple that ends up growing old together. They can't trick their mind into thinking that, right? But they could trick their mind into thinking, oh, Aries is not serious about me. And then boom, yeah, they immediately find comfort in that. Immediately find comfort in that. I hope I'm making sense here, but shit's getting serious here between you and them, regardless if they want to admit that or not. Shit's getting serious here, but it's like they're tricking their mind into thinking, no, it's not. And they're immediately like just finding like comfort, you know, in that. And I highly suggest that they do the exact same thing that they're doing here, as far as like tricking their mind into thinking they don't have anything to worry about when it comes down to you. You know what I mean? It's interesting. What's gonna end up happening next? Okay. We have the King of Swords to the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Sun. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Justice card. We also have the Three of Cups to the Two of Swords, to the Devil, to the Nine of Swords, to the Fool. Okay. Man. You have a long road ahead of you, my friend. A long road ahead of you. With this one, I feel like this is kind of like a summary of this relationship. Man, you got a long road ahead of you to gain this one's trust. Because this one over here has trust issues from the looks of it. They have trust issues. They have a fear of intimacy. Yeah. Well, damn. Okay, let's talk about it. Again, this is like a summary of this relationship, okay? So you might find yourself experiencing this months from now. This is just a breakdown / summary, okay? I see you kind of reaching this point within this relationship, to the point where you can't really picture and or fathom your life without this person. Okay, is basically what I'm getting. Now, another thing that I want to caution you on is that because you're dealing with somebody who's going to make it their mission to try to find something to exit this relationship, you're more than likely going to experience a breakup here or two, and it will be over small things, okay? You're always going to be able to find a way to, you know, get this person back and fall back into their good graces. So I'm not really worried about this relationship permanently coming to an end. Not really worried about that, to be completely honest. Also keep in mind too that you're dealing with somebody who does get easily triggered. I think that it's in your best interest, if you make it a priority, to figure out what this person's triggers actually are, because I kind of see you unknowingly triggering this person. Unknowingly, okay? Unknowingly triggering this person. So you might do something that's more than likely going to trigger them without you even realizing it. Which is kind of making me feel like you're probably not making it a priority to like find out what this person's triggers actually are, so you could avoid triggering them. And that's why I'm saying in advance you should really find out what this person's triggers are, because this one over here gets easily triggered. So I think it's in your best interest if you just kind of find out what this person's triggers actually are, so you could avoid triggering them. But if you don't, make it a priority to discover what this person's triggers actually are, my friend. The moment that you do trigger this one over here, they're going to be very quick to cut you loose, homie, because in their eyes you should have known better. You should have known that that was going to trigger them. You should have known that that was going to upset them. You should have known that that was going to piss them off. But see, that's the thing, right? Is that understand, and I'm kind of looking at things from your perspective. Like, realistically speaking, you're not a mind reader, so you don't know like what's going to trigger this person unless you ask them, right? But I just kind of feel like they're going to look at it like, well, you should have known that that was going to piss me off. You should have known that that was going to trigger me. You should have known that that was going to upset me. You should have known this. You should have known that. But that's the thing, is that you ain't no mind reader, homie. So the only way to find out what triggers them is by asking them. But if you don't ask them, you're just going to unknowingly trigger this person without knowing. You know what I mean? And they're going to look at you like, well, you should have known better. You should have known better, Aries. You should have known better. And I don't necessarily feel, like that's entirely fair, but that's how they're going to look at the situation. Like I said, the moment you do something to trigger this person, to piss this person off, to give this person a reason to doubt you, to give this person a reason to not trust you, they will cut you loose and they won't even think about it twice. Okay, so that's kind of what you're up against, my friend. I know it sounds like a lot. It sounds like a whole lot. It does. Okay. This is mainly, something that like Spirit wants this queen to know, but I'll just let you know then. Okay. And this is going to be a hard truth for this person to swallow, but there's going to come a point in time where they're not going to have a choice to swallow this truth here, okay? Understand that this person, when shit starts to get real here between you and them, they're more than likely going to see it through. They're more than likely going to agree to get in a relationship with you, because I do see that happening, but shit's going to get very real for this person, and you're going to experience everything that I already told you you're going to experience. Now, at the end of it all, right, there's going to be a hard truth that this person's going to have to basically swallow, and it's going to be a hard one for them to basically accept, okay? In the end of it all, it kind of looks like this person's going to have to accept the fact that they're the problem here. It's not you, it's them. And everything that people have put them through that has made them the person that they are today. Now, this, I will say, is not entirely their fault. I don't feel like this person means to show up in this connection and have trust issues. I don't feel like this person means to think god-awful things when it comes down to you, or anticipate or expect god-awful things when it comes down to you. I feel like they are the way that they are because of their past and the stuff that people have basically put them through. But this right here, yeah, this is going to be a hard truth for them to swallow, which is they are actually the problem here. And like I said, that's a hard truth that they're going to have to accept, but also swallow, because here they are looking at you like, well, you're the problem, you're the problem, you're the problem, you're the problem, but it's them, you know what I mean, that's actually the problem here, and these past traumas that they haven't necessarily fully healed from. And like I said, it's a hard truth, for them to swallow. To sit there and accept the fact that you're actually the problem is a freaking hard thing to do. I don't know if you've ever had to do that before, but yeah, that's a very, very hard thing to do, because nobody wants to really ever accept that they're actually the problem. Like, it's a lot easier to point the finger at someone else than it is at ourselves, right? So, obviously if you've been through this and you understand like how hard this thing is right here, to like sit there and honestly accept the fact that you're actually the problem. That's hard, right? That's very, very hard, right? With the Two of Cups to the Ten of Wands coming out here, there's an overall energy, even though it's not showing up, I can feel it. It feels like the Five of Cups It feels like the Five of Cups. There's an overall energy. Not only are they, because in the end, this is going to happen regardless if they like it or not. In the end, they're going to realize, fuck, I'm the problem. I've been the problem this whole fucking time. I've been the problem. You know, they're gonna accept that, and then we're gonna fall into another, you know, energy of acceptance right here. Okay, and like I said, I'm getting the Five of Cups with all of this. Um, man, this is heavy. Well, it makes sense with the Ten of Wands. This is heavy, but it feels like the Five of Cups. I feel like this person's also being forced to accept the fact that due to their trust issues, due to their past traumas, they put you through a lot of shit in the process. They put you through a lot of shit in the process. They really have. And I don't feel like they meant to put you through a lot of shit, Aries. I don't. I don't. I don't feel like they meant to push you through a lot of shit. I just kind of feel like, again, it's like this has a lot to do with, you know, past traumas that they haven't necessarily fully healed from and stuff. So this is going to be a heavy one to face, accept, and just simply swallow. You know what I mean? That, yeah, they have put you through a lot of shit, you know, because of their trust issues and their past traumas, right? Once this person can accept I'm the problem, once this person can accept, like, damn, like, I put Aries through this, that, and the third, and they're still by my damn side. Like, they're still by my fucking side, right? That's furthermore going to confirm this truth to them, right? That they're the problem here. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay, right? But with the Queen of Pentacles to the Star coming out here, that's kind of telling me that once they accept this, once they realize this, that's when healing is going to really start to take place. That's when their growth is going to really start to take place. That's when they're going to start to, you know, evolve and become the best version of themselves that they can possibly be, not only for themselves, but for you. Now, I want to see what's going to end up happening next after this, and then we'll wrap this up. What's going to end up happening next? Okay. We have the Judgment card. We got the Empress. We got the Knight of Pentacles. And then we also have the Two of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel like in the end of it all, you know, things are going to drastically improve here between you and this person. Things are drastically going to get better here between you and this person. That's one thing that I will say. This person is going to become more predictable. I'm also kind of getting that, more reliable. Because you're going to basically find yourself dealing with someone for a little while, Aries. That's like a little bit of like a box of chocolates. You don't really know what to honestly anticipate or expect from them. But just due to their overall energy after the fact, that's kind of telling me that they're going to become more predictable, more reliable. And that in return is going to start to make you feel safe and secure. All right. Now, let's see what else we can get here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands to the Three of Swords. We also have the Fool to the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords to the Knight of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands to the Ace of Cups. You know, I feel like in the end, it's all going to be worth it, Aries. Because I feel like, and it makes sense as to why Spirit sends someone like you into their life. Because even when they kind of start to fall into their overthinking ways, even though they start to kind of fall into the, but what if this happens and what if that happens, right? Like, you're always like trying to like get this person to kind of see the bigger picture here, and get out of their head. And I kind of feel like in the end your point is going to be proven, right, to this person, that they're kind of like the problem here. You know, it's not you. And I don't feel like you're being like blunt and direct with them, and you're telling them like, you're the damn problem here, like, you're the damn problem, you're the reason why, you know, we can't get along, you're the reason why we fight, you're the reason why we're constantly breaking up, it's you, it's you, it's you. Like, I don't feel like you're being like that harsh with them. I feel like you're being very gentle with them throughout this entire journey and process, but also very, very patient with them. Like, I feel like you've been trying to get this person to see like, yo, like, you're the problem here. Like, you're the one that's constantly running in the opposite direction of this relationship, and I'm the one that's constantly running after your ass. You know what I mean? Like, it's you, honey. It's you in your mind and your overthinking ways, and the fear, and you know, stuff like that. But in the end, your point will be proven to them that you are right. You've been right all along. Now, that being said, I think that, you know, you as well as this person are in for one hell of a ride. It's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, it's going to be challenging, it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be scary, and this goes for both parties involved. But in the end it'll be all worth it. Okay. So yeah, good luck to the both of you, Aries. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.